Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the T and J podcast.
Hey y'all.
How is everyone doing today? I am your big brother T,
And I am Coach
the
J.
babes, Coach J.
The babes.
Babes, how's it going with you today?
Man, today, I would call it a success. And of course, this is talking work wise.
Sure.
Um, I've been having Monday orientations where I'll schedule like 5 or 6 people and like one or two will show up. So that's been a frustrating part of my work life. So today I had 10 scheduled
Nice.
and 8 showed up. I'm gonna call that a
That's
win.
pretty impressive.
I was like super impressed. I'm like, okay, we got some people that want to work. Mind you, it was a lot of older people. That's not to say anything about Gen Z. I love y'all. Y'all are everything to me or whatever. But yeah, I noticed a lot of the seasoned workers um are the ones who show up.
Yeah.
So regardless, I call it a win. How was your day, baby?
My day was really good. I spent it, of course, doing some work. Also, I went earlier today. Just did some errands with my mother. She had a few doctor's appointments, and so we did that.
We
I
love
always,
mom.
yeah, love mom. I always love spending time with mom. So
Sweet mama.
that was awesome. And then I actually got to hang with my nephew Peppy Gary. We call him Peppy or Pep. And we had a real good long talk, and that's something we hadn't had in a while.
Cool.
And he's got to share all his young Gen Z ideas on the social system and the capitalist system and the troubles with it and the problems with it, and
Sure.
you
Regular
know
things that Gen Zers
all the
worry
things.
about.
And I was sharing with him that you know I had those same ideations when I was his age, but just wait till you get a little bit older. You're really gonna be able to appreciate being rich. You really, right now he's just like, I just need enough money to pay my bill, and other than that, I think anything else is just being greedy, and billionaires
Mm,
are just greedy, and they're just trying to hold the people down and stuff.
man, I wish I was greedy.
Right. I said, just wait a few years, you're gonna really appreciate that that check. So I said, I want to have this conversation with you in 10 years. So, but it was a great conversation. I like to allow young people just the opportunity just to talk and just to share their ideas, because I do want to give young people a chance, to just kind of vent and express themselves. And I think that's good for the mind, just to be able to converse and things like that. So
Yeah.
that was pleasant.
Well, 10 years for people our age goes by really quickly.
It
So
does.
you'll be having that conversation with billionaire Peppy um, sooner than you
I think
think.
right, exactly. I agree. I agree. And so, normally I ask you how our weekend was, but I am going to enlighten you today
Ooh,
on how our weekend was.
tell me about our weekend.
Well, I don't remember. No, I remember. Well, one of the
He doesn't
main
remember.
one of the main things we did that's most memorable is we had a little small vision board party. And
Yes.
normally vision board parties are, I guess, done in January, but we're rule breakers.
We're rebels,
We bend
guys.
the rules, and so we had our vision board party. I guess on the 1st of March, I think that was.
Was it Wednesday? No.
No, it's like
The 1st of March, it was a Wednesday.
oh, it's
Oh,
Saturday,
it was
because yesterday we did a
Yeah.
video for Jay's resumes, which is coming soon.
I don't remember.
Man, wait a minute. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but my wife, the babes,
The
Coach J, you
babes.
guys see her. You guys know what she looks like. She was so fine yesterday. I'm talking about from the moment I got up that morning, we went to church. She looked fine at church. And then she got into her Jay's resumes get up. And if you guys know Jay's resumes, it's like what, black, white, and red, like a plaid design. And so she was in that Jay's resume motif.
Babe.
Man. And can I say this? That dress was hugging you perfectly.
It was a skirt, and thank
That
you.
skirt was so. That skirt was hugging you perfectly. It was a beautiful thing. It was a work of art, and that was
Maybe.
my pleasure to just film it. So look out for that commercial. Don't be oogling my wife in the commercial, but I'm just telling you, it was a nice commercial.
Yeah, my cheeks are turning red, and I don't even know how that's possible.
But back to what we're talking about, the vision board. So that was on Saturday.
It was on
That was
Saturday.
the fifth, right?
Saturday. Today's the 6th, so it was the 4th.
The fourth. Oh, okay. Because it'd been weird if it had been on the Ides of March, like Julius Caesar. I think that's the fifth.
That's the 15th.
No way.
Yes. The Ides of March is March 15th.
Just think you know everything.
I'm just trying to let you know. Doggone it. We're going to do something crazy on the Ides of March, though.
So we had a vision board party, though. Is what I'm trying to say. And
And by party, he means he and I.
yeah.
But it's still a party.
A 2-person party, and we got to share our vision. We created a vision board, and I'm sure you guys know all about that. But if you don't, it's just when you get little clippings, magazine clippings, and whatnot, you make a little collage of your vision for the upcoming year. And the idea behind it is you focus on that every day. You take a look at it, and you reflect on it, and those things should come to pass. It's
Hmm.
not, it's not a magical thing or anything like that. It's just, I think, it's just your mind getting geared up and just knowing subconsciously what you have to do to make those things happen.
Yeah, and it helps when you see it every single day. So when you do make that vision board, and this is my first one, so I'm in no way an expert, but I think mine turned out pretty good.
Yours was beautiful. To say that was your first vision board, I thought it was beautiful. And mine looked like a third grader. My vision board looked like a third. This is
Yours is great,
this
baby.
is my vision. I like truck, and I want a big house.
Is that third grader?
I want a big, yes, third grade. I want a big house. And you're like, oh, baby, that's
It's the
beautiful.
sweetest little board
It's
ever.
just gonna come true for you.
Anyway, his board was great.
Thanks, babe.
Um, and you just put it somewhere obvious. Like for me, I put it in our ensuite in our master bedroom, so it's ensuite. Ish. We have an ensuite-ish.
Right.
But anyway, in the master bathroom, I put it right there on the door. That's technically my bathroom. So yeah, I see it every single morning and every night before I go to bed, and it just allows. I mean, even in 2 days, like I catch myself thinking about it at work.
Yeah.
Just things like that, and there are things that I really want to manifest, and not even just that. I also put lots of different phrases that I found that were kind of empowering to me, different quotes and things like that for me to just kind of meditate on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a really great idea. If you've never done one, please do. I don't know what took me so long, but yeah, I plan on doing it again.
I think you found the right guy to do that kind of
Oh,
thing
I
with.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we're married, and I am Mrs.
That's
Watkins.
right. But
Mm,
yeah, I think that I want to say that was the big thing, the vision board party and then the Jay's resume shoot.
yeah.
Were both fun. And then, uh,
And it wasn't just a photo shoot. Since let me just elaborate.
yeah,
There were photos involved, but my business Jay's resumes and more. Um, I sometimes do little just clips, things to put online. Just giving you practical information, about job readiness, interviewing, just how to construct a good resume, things like that. That's not all I do, but normally if I put out content, it's about those few things, just because I think they're helpful and I think they're beneficial. And so this one is going to be a 3-part series called "Are You Ready to Work?"
hmm,
And it's kind of interview style,
right,
and I'm super excited about it. The content is always good, But then, I'm working with my husband, who is also my social media
This is
manager,
true.
and it's just going to be amazing. So y'all stay tuned for that.
So
What are we talking about today, hubby?
I think that we are talking about work-life balance,
Work life, work relationship balance.
work relationship balance.
Yeah, but life, relationship,
Yeah,
they kind of go
that's
hand in
kind
hand.
of part of life. So
Yeah.
since you've already corrected me, no, no,
Oh
no. Thank you. Just tell us a little bit about you started off.
no. Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just in keeping with our um building blocks of a healthy relationship, I think another block that we can add to the pile would be just maintaining a healthy work life, work relationship balance. And I think that it's no, I know that it is essential to maintaining your happy, healthy relationship because sometimes, we can go to work and we can just get bogged down with that type of responsibility. And, that's consuming. That's how we, finance ourselves.
Right,
So you have to be serious about your work and dive into it and do a good job. So sometimes that can kind of take a toll on you and you can even bring the work home, and unintentionally you start kind of distancing yourself from your partner. Like they're there, but as far as like real communication and just spending time with each other and things like that, sometimes you can get so bogged down that that kind of falls by the wayside. So you have to just be mindful and be intentional about making sure that while you're getting your work done, just when you're coming home, just make sure that you make time for your partner. And I'm not saying you have to spend like 24/7 with your partner or anything like that, or even, you know, because you know how in relationships, sometimes you have to have that time apart.
right.
You have to pursue things that are only for you. And that's another thing that could be another
It could be. That's a good
topic.
idea, actually.
Yeah. But you don't want to take away from the time that you get to spend with your partner, the intimacy and things of that nature.
Yeah. And so, with the two of us, we take our work, I think, very seriously. We take our career seriously. Our 9 to 5, so to speak, and then
Yeah.
these things like this. We take all that serious. Another thing that we take seriously, use adverb. Another thing we take seriously is our relationship, our marriage.
Yeah.
It's still young and it's fresh, and we want to keep it fresh. And so that's why we find it very important to balance it.
Mhm.
We definitely take our work. We work hard and we stay focused, but we also want to take time to spend time with each other and just have quality time with each other. That's not always easy, and sometimes
Yeah.
you do forget. Sometimes I work a little late, or I guess sometimes you're gonna have to work late, but you know
And that's
I
understandable too.
yeah,
So, but I'm sorry, I'm
that's fine.
jumping in.
But I was just gonna say I try to make an effort to say, at this point, I'm going to stop and I'm going to spend the rest of this time with my wife.
Right.
If it's just, having a good dinner, watching something funny on TV, or even doing this podcast,
Yeah.
I try to set a boundary that, I'm going to work from this time to this time. And after that, I'm going to stop and I'm going to focus my attention on my wife because it's both are just important. Both are important.
Absolutely.
I don't,
Yeah, I agree. I do the same thing, and like I was saying, and again, I apologize for butting in.
that's a no
He
problem at
doesn't
all.
mind,
I don't
but
mind at all.
still, um, there are going to be those times when you just kind of don't have a choice but to work because you have to catch up with things, and your partner does understand, even
Yeah.
if it's like, most of the week, you just let your partner know, hey, this is going to be a pretty busy week for me, and I'm gonna have to bring some of that home or work a little bit overtime. Even with that understanding, you can still carve out a little bit of time. one thing that we do regularly, whether we're busy or not, is before we go to bed, we have about 20, 30 minutes of just pillow talk,
Yeah.
where we kind of debrief, or just, we'll, if there's really not a whole lot to say, we'll watch something funny together or
Yeah.
something like that. But we have that time, and then we'll pray and we'll go to sleep.
Right.
So it's there's always a way to make time to just catch up with your partner, and make sure that you're showing them, hey, I'm here, I'm acknowledging you, and show them love, keeping their love tank full.
Right. We don't even have a TV in our room. Our last 20, 30 minutes we spend together is just us talking about stuff. Either sometimes it's totally silly stuff, sometimes it's serious stuff, or sometimes it's our devotional stuff. But I value that. I treasure that
Yeah.
because sometimes our work schedule is so it's so busy sometimes that we have to say uh, I want to say this. Hey, it's at 6 o'clock. Let's start doing. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do our vision board. You know, it seems kind of strict in one way, but I feel like I would rather do that than overlook the chance to spend time with you.
Right.
We set time for everything else. Like you will tell me, I have to work late today. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to work late today, so I might not be home till 7. And so that's kind of a time, and around 7, I'm kind of I'm expecting you to be home. But I think it's good just to set those times even for ourselves. You know, hey, at 8 o'clock, let's turn the TV off
Yeah.
and work on this project, work on this podcast, talk about our future. Just kind of set that schedule. I think that's a good way. If you have a hectic, work, that's a good way to say I'm gonna set a schedule. And then when I'm in that schedule, when I'm in that time with you, I'm gonna be totally there with you, totally present with you. I'm not gonna worry about work. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. It's all about you.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with all of that. And you can still just let your significant other know that you're thinking about them throughout the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes 10 seconds to send an email, an email. 10 seconds to send a text
If
message
emailing is your thing,
or an email,
yeah.
it might take 20 seconds, but just it's quick is all I'm saying. You can shoot a quick text message. Hey, I love you. I was thinking about you. We do that a lot,
We
and
do.
and a lot of the times, especially during the day, it comes at like the perfect time, and I'll even let him know that like this was right on time, and you never know how stressful your partner's day is.
Right.
So just them being able to take a quick look at their phone, expecting in my case expecting a text or something angry from an employee or something, and you see that it's your husband and he's saying, I love you, you're amazing, have a great day. I have a great day.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I love little messages from you. Sometimes you send little funny things, little funny things, and then sometimes it's just, I love you, or you're amazing, and yeah, like you say, that means the world to me when you're kind of, you're working hard and you maybe getting kind of stressed out, you're kind of frustrated. It feels good just to look down there and see a message that's not bad news, or it's not a
Yeah.
complaint, or it's not, a request, from a employee or a client or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah. My husband, y'all, is my safe space. He's my joy. He's everything, and I always want to talk to him. If I could talk to him all day long, I would. So just having that type of relationship with him, it really makes things better.
yeah,
Just hearing from him. Like when I'm stressed, the first person I want to talk to is him. So, it keeps your relationship healthy when when you're intentional about balancing out your work and your relationship, your work and your life. And it makes it even better when you can share, just different things with your partner.
yeah. I love it. So, guys, tell us, we're on Facebook Live, so those comments would be awesome. Just give us some comments on how you balance your work and your relationship.
Yeah.
Or do
Ooh.
you feel like you do? Do you feel like it needs work? Because I'll be honest, we're telling you these things, but I feel like it's a work in progress for us too.
For
I
sure.
feel like we're always just trying to make sure that we keep it balanced and keep it fresh. So if you guys
Yeah.
have any suggestions for us, maybe there's some. We know we're newlyweds.
We're newlyweds.
If there's
We are
some,
not
if there's some
we're not
oldie,
experts at all.
right? If there's some oldie weds out there,
Oldie wet. I like it.
yeah. If there's some oldie weds out there, we would love to hear your suggestions and your comments on relationship and work balance. How do you balance, working hard, but then having a good, fresh, fun relationship?
Awesome.
Both are very important.
Yeah, and also, just to add on to that, if you all can think of anything, any additional building blocks, any additional ways to keep your marriage or relationship healthy, we definitely want to hear that. Um, I mentioned your love tank earlier,
Yeah,
and this ties into our last video about the five love languages. That's a part of that. Um, Essentially, your love tank. I like to think of it as your heart, as your emotions. And it might sound silly, but ask your spouse or partner or significant other, from time to time, is your love tank full? And be prepared to have that open, honest conversation, even if it is or if it isn't.
yeah,
That's a way to kind of gauge what your partner needs. So if their love tank isn't full, then maybe they need more time with you, or maybe they need whatever their love language is, they'll need that. So you always want to strive to keep that love tank full for your partner.
things can happen. So a good way to make sure that your partner's love tank is full is just to ask. And and be prepared for an honest answer. You want them to answer honestly, uh, even if it's just no, it's 3/4 of the way. Well, that's good. What can I do to make it full?
That's
I
right.
want that thing to be full. Yeah,
Overflowing.
overflowing. So what can I do to make your love tank full?
Babe,
What, ma'am?
is your love tank empty?
My love tank is full right now.
Overflowing?
It's overflowing. Yeah,
See how easy that was?
yeah. That dress and those pants you had on
Oh my
yesterday.
goodness.
That's
That's gonna
not
last your love tank for
that's
weeks.
not a love tank. That's a lust tank.
It's important to have both.
But yeah, no, I am as happy as I could be. Um, and I'll ask you the same question. How's your love tank right now?
It is full.
Yeah,
It is overflowing, and I have love to give to others,
awesome.
but not the same kind of love I give to you.
Of course. See, guys, it's that easy. Just ask, and
And be honest
be
if it
honest.
isn't full.
Yeah,
Like, that's the key to this. You have to be honest. Don't say your love tank is full if it's not.
and that talk may not be the easiest talk. My love tank is empty or it's low. That talk may not be the easiest talk to have that night,
Yeah.
but in the long run, it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
You don't want a wife or a husband whose love tank is just continuously empty or low. So have that talk that you need to have, shed those tears that you need to shed, say those things you need to say, and
Repair your
yeah,
relationship.
get that thing repaired, patch it up.
Patch it up. I can dig it.
Yeah. So that's it. So we actually end up talking about two things today: the love tank,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot the other topic already. We already
A work relationship balance.
we actually talked about two things
We gotta get
today.
you some ginseng.
We actually talked about two things today: the love tank and work relationship balance. And so we hope you guys enjoyed those two topics. Like I said, if you guys have any uh, comments on any one of those things, either one of those things, feel free to comment, or send us an email, or however you want to get in touch with us.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're at it, while your fingers are typing, or your thumbs are whatever you do on a keyboard or on a mobile
Clicking.
phone, clicking while your phones
Tapping.
are clicking, Make sure you follow T and J on Facebook,
Mhm.
T and J on the YouTube.
We truly, truly appreciate y'all. From the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much for the support and for your shares and your likes and your encouragement thus far.